We're grateful that Bernards are here this week. My two mechanics are more grateful than I am. Even though they do a good job on their own, it's great to have a little bit more extra support. You know, you sort of try and cover all bases, so I've got to make sure my two mechanics, they're probably the two most important people behind the scenes to make sure everything's right. The pressure's on in the morning, so we can't have anything go wrong. So for them to be happy knowing they've got tournament support, you could call it, but two good guys to help them sort of keeps them happy, keeps me happy, and then it keeps the guys happy using the machines. So it's a great team effort, really. We have our own two grinders that we've had for quite a few years now. Well, basically Adam and Gary, they always insist on the best, so I always have to give them the best. It might cost a few quid, but whatever, they've got them, they're really happy. And to have a couple of extras on standby to help them out as well was really quite reassuring for us.
The biggest major we have in this country is here this week, so for us we need to have the top machinery across the board, and with what we had last week with Neil coming down helping us out, it's all part of the package. So this time around we've obviously waited an extra year for it, so we started gearing up for the prep 2019 for the 20 Open, which didn't get called off until the April. So the lads were putting in a lot of winter hours, doing all the bunker renovations, trying to get everything tidy and ready to go for them. So it's moved on for a year. So the bunkers that had been done sort of 3 years ago were sort of coming to the end of their lifespan. So the lads have done a lot of work on those, trying to get them back to looking fresh. And for us, similar with the machinery, we sort of start planning to get everything serviced a few months in advance. We can just keep an eye on everything. We try and keep on top of the grinding anyway here, so little and often. We're a links course based on sand. There's just constantly sand going through the units. Paul does a lot of dressing. Fairways take 500 tonne a year, so constant grinding for us anyway. Neil came down a week in advance, the same time as the tournament support machinery turned up, spent a week with us, brought his grinders down, so we had two sets of grinders on site. So yeah, me and Gary, so Gary's the other mechanic here, we took the units off, stripped them down, Neil would grind, we'd rebuild and work like that. I mean, this week the course is going to be put under as much stress as it ever will be with the amount of foot traffic. So for us, obviously keeping the plant as healthy as we can is our main concern. And the quality of cut we get, I mean, obviously we've ground everything last week, and unless we've had anything pick up a stone or hit anything, everything is still clean as it was when we took it off the grinder. Joined here 2011, and there were Hunter grinders in here, which did a brilliant job. But for us, where we grind so regularly, the downtime just was a killer for us. 2012, we ended up changing over to Bernards. Haven't looked back since. The ease of grinding and how many units we can turn out, no other grinder can compare to it to me. It's not just the machine itself, it's the after sales care you get. We buy a machine and it's not the machine's dropped off and then you're left to it. The after sales care that we get from Bernards is second to none. If we have a problem, there's 3 or 4 numbers or 3 or 4 people I could quite happily call, and I know something will get done instantly, and the support is second to none. It's the relationships you build with people, not only the machine itself, you know, the people behind it are what you buy into. Bernards to me have got that right.